Rigathi Gachagua and Kalonzo Musyoka should be very afraid.
They are on the outside in this one.
I have been carrying the view, sometimes a little privately, but once in a while I let it off, that there's a deal between Raila and Ruto. And so Muga is very right. That kind of thing that played out could not very easily have played out if Raila had not given his nod.
So a handshake took place.
There's something has taken
We're just going through the motions.
The only problem is, you see, Raila owes his team so much that if it came out openly immediately that he was dealing with Ruto, that sense of betrayal, he may not be able to carry it. On the other hand, Ruto has a problem. The main shareholder in his government is not a small boy, and he does not mince his words. Rigathi Gachagua will cause a lot of trouble for Ruto if that deal
became public.
But I suspect there's a deal between the two. And this, the casualties will be Kalonzo Musyoka and Rigathi Gachagua. I have no doubt about it. And I can see the young, the man who is not dramatic, the man who people say is a coward, what? Just like Kibaki. The beneficiary could be people like Mudavadi. Yeah. That's how this politics works. Yeah.
Peter Kadikati.
Because as a person who moves close to Raila, I can tell you, I've never seen Raila having anything against Mudavadi.
No, he doesn't.
Despite what Mudavadi has been doing, running away from Raila, Raila still has a soft spot for
odd,
him.
Isn't it?
I see.
It's very odd because even the time when Mudavadi apparently left the association, Raila still kept very close tabs.
Yeah. He has a soft spot for him. And even Uhuru had a soft spot for him. Maybe he had played these cards well. So I think, looking at the Nyanza tour, what plays out confirms some of what some things people have been feeling, inside them, that Raila and Ruto have a deal.
They are working together.
They have a deal.
It's you go and, make your case.
Yeah, make your case.
I will not stop you from making your case. Yeah. And on the other hand, let's try and see how we can solidify or, bring this handshake of ours to light.
Yes.
Let's send people to Bomas, let them talk. Let's end up somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
Where we...
There could be something small for me and for my people.
And it's also the people who have forced us to talk. I mean, religious leaders said, let's talk. Civil society said, let's talk. Foreigners said, let's talk. I mean, they're the ones who made us talk. Let's just talk now.
And we can share the little there is.
And plus, let's make sure that these discussions are anchored in something that can solidify our conversations.
Our conversations.
Yes,
but the bottom line, what I see is a clear route for Ruto in 2027. And that is the deal. That you can go up to 2027 and by some arrangement, you will have no problem getting back after 2027. In return, maybe there will be a prime minister position which could be used to
get me something
to placate maybe Kalonzo if they feel it's that important. For Kalonzo, it's not that it's important. It is a feeling of betrayal. There will be a very strong feeling of betrayal.
Yeah.
And Raila may end his political career in a very bad way. Surely you cannot, as a statesman, whom people have looked up as a very serious Kenyan, betray others in that manner. So that's why they'll be playing under the table. But again, there are people who believe Kalonzo could also be part of the game by now. Yeah.
He's already been roped in.
Yeah. He could say, okay, we craft something.
You get something out of this.
You could be the prime minister or something, and then Raila could step back and maybe say one of the small people in the family, like
still
Winnie.
Lead by proxy. Lead by proxy.
It will get to a place, it will be open.
Have somebody else.
At some point, it will be open. I think to me, and this is not to scare the Kikuyu or Gachagua, I think the strategy is to contain the mountain first. Once you've contained it sufficiently, and while at the same time getting sufficient confidence that Nyanza and Western are going to play along, then you can become a little open as you tell Gachagua, we are still here, my friend. There's no problem. But this is politics. Vile moja aliambia Saitoti, wewe ni rafiki yangu lakini. It is possible. And I think it is going to make this politics very interesting. Because the moment the cat gets out of the bag, and it won't be long.
It's a big issue.
You see this Nyanza tour. Gachagua has also been watching. Just like City is saying, anybody watching will conclude that Raila's hand was in it.
There's something happening.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.